The organization Earth Day Initiative hosted their Earth Day Festival on April 21st in Union Square, after being virtual for the past 2 years. With New York City slowly lifting COVID restrictions, they were able to bring people back together in person to call for climate action and environmental justice.
You know, there's a bunch of people here that are doing really great work to help save the planet. So if we all band together and invest in those really impactful projects, I think we're on a good trajectory forward.
The purpose of this event was to bring awareness to different environmental issues like toxic greenhouse gases, climate change, and climate refugees.
So climate refugees are people who can no longer live on their land and they have to pack up and go and live on somewhere else. And these are refugees, but most of the world doesn't recognize them as refugees.
Data on climate refugees is extremely limited, which is why they are often known as the forgotten victims of climate change. As the global climate crisis worsens, an increasing number of people are being forced to flee their homes, with an annual average of 21.5 million people being forcibly displaced since 2008.
Because of the effects of climate, there are floods in so many parts of the world where people can no longer be on the land because the water is taking over. As you know, the oceans are rising and many communities that are fishing communities can no longer live on their islands because their islands are going underwater.
Although the climate crisis continues to be a prevalent issue for our planet, events like these prove that awareness is increasing in our society, providing hope for the future.
We are collectively waking up and starting to really be a part of the planet that we are a part of. Having a deeper connection means that everybody is kind of looking for a way to contribute.
New York City is in serious danger of deadly heat waves and sea level rise that would leave some of Lower Manhattan uninhabitable in the near future if nothing is done, according to the United Nations Climate Change Report. This event shed a light on some of the action that is already being taken to help the environment.
But I learned about Waterkeeper Alliance and different water acts and other climate change policies currently, and they have the climate clocks everywhere, so I learned about that.
Some of the solutions offered by exhibitors at the event are easy enough for anybody to start today.
If that means starting a green roof on their building or composting, the more people do little things like that and fight for better legislation, we can really see this city specifically become an eco-city and become an example for the rest of the world.
Although this day is only celebrated once a year, the goal is always to convince people to invest in our planet every day of the year. For Pavement Pieces, I'm Jose Balderrama.